Hello, to all those who are interested in the world of fear and excitement. I am prepared for you with a new and exciting video on the way to go through the darkest corners and twists of the world of crime and bandits. In this video, we are going to introduce you to 5 very terrible and bandit characters who have overshadowed all other bandits throughout history with their bold and scary actions. From ruthless thugs and serial killers to ruthless idiots and geniuses who pulled off big heists with their evil minds, in this video we will get to know the battles, crimes and shocking fate of these 5 characters. Ready for a journey into the heart of darkness where crime rules? So join me and deal with these 5 bandits in a terrifying way. The first and most terrifying person, Robin Hood, is one of the most famous bandits in history who worked in England during the Middle Ages. He was a local hero who helped the poor and needy people and fought hard against the rich and powerful. Despite the many efforts of the authorities to arrest him, Robin Hood continued to operate secretly and provide food for the poor and hungry. With his group of supporters, he used his charisma and courage to fight against inequality and oppression, and because of these works, he gained a lot of fame and credit. In many works of art and literature, including films and books, the stories of Robin Hood have been depicted. The second case, Bonnie and Clyde were 2 dangerous bandits who operated in America in the 1960s and 70s. They committed many crimes in America from 1966 to 1977, including robbery, fraud, 11 murders and suicide. According to Bonnie's mission, she was going to flee to Mexico with the money from her scams. But their capture was the end of their bandit life. Books and films have been produced about the life and crime of Bonnie and Clyde, which are still of interest to many crime fiction enthusiasts. In social networks, the use of Bonnie and Clyde characters as symbols of criminality and banditry has been popular. The third case was Jesse James, one of the most famous bandits from America, who ended his career in the 1870s. He lived in North America and started his career after finding unemployment in the gold camps. Jesse James, along with his group, committed dozens of robberies in banks, trains and stores and left thousands of dollars of people's property on the table. He had become famous for recovering his wealth and also showing superiority to the law and order. After several years in the criminal world, Jesse James was murdered in 1882 by one of his members, Robert Ford. The fourth, Brackett, was a dangerous bandit who operated in England in the 17th century. From 1650 to 1660, he traveled on roads from city to city, fighting with people and robbing them. Using his abilities to obtain powerful machines, homemade bombs and dangerous weapons, Brackett sought to rob castles and houses of great wealth. This bandit was very well known and the police officers were following him a lot, but he was never arrested. Finally, at the age of 27, Brackett was arrested for raping a girl and sentenced to death. And lastly, Sharp Ben was one of the dangerous and famous bandits of the northwest of the United States. He was known for robbing banks, post offices, and trains. Sharp Ben sought to obtain money and wealth with forged documents, and along the way he learned how to eliminate the tracking of his victims. Because of his dangerous and ruthless ways, Sharp Ben was considered one of the main dangers of the region. Many of his journeys ended in success, but he was eventually killed by the order of the corrupt government. Sharp Ben has always left an impression on the memories of the unjust people.